So now education, existing education, not adequate. I think most of the troublemaker on this planet, I think as far as the modern education is concerned, they all have very good modern education. But that education become as the disposal of jealousy, fear, attachment, and anger. So that's my view. Now some further question.
Thank you very much, Your Holiness. I'd like to open the questions up. Sorry, Margarita.
Now this kind of sort of the meeting is a clear indication. A number of sort of educator begin to feel existing education system not adequate. So that's a wonderful sign. So now this is, I think, hopefully, they from different places and annually should discuss. And first, we put big question, our society with modern education, the situation, whether satisfied or not. The democracy or these different system. This is basic motivation and combined with sort of also the wisdom here, the religion also become troublemaker. So all political system, original motivation is very good, like socialism or democracy, wonderful. But they carry that system, person, lack of moral principle and lack of sort of the brain ability, then short-sighted, not thinking long-term interest. So without sort of brain, we can't see the long-term purpose, long-term interest, short-sighted, like that. And then, without warm-heartedness, then even your family eventually ruined. So, education, nothing to do with religion. India's now tradition, secular. No religion, without religion. Just, you see, use our common sense. That's very good, India's tradition, secular. So, including now, today's world population, about 7 billion. 1 billion non-believer. Among the 6 billion, supposed believer, but also sometimes troublemaker. All these, you see, happen because of lack of the not only knowledge, but moral principle. Because education system, something lacking, just materialistic education. Okay. Now, next question. Any argument?
When you are in the Czech country, so we are in the temperature, so we are resmi.
Tirva. I think the human nature, different level. Deeper level, we human being, social animal. As I mentioned earlier, 7 billion human beings born from their mother, received maximum affection. Without that, they can't survive. That's the basic human nature. And as I mentioned earlier, the scientists also now saying basic human nature is more compassionate. Next.
Madila tan hiyo kandeji tebe na mangsuk dan rodan de timbeton de hiyo de ore singe na shukchi mo yores. Dosche na ya di yabude yore de ya mandang we chadin de ke yanas.
I do not understand.
Is there something that is missing in a democratic approach to education?
You would need something in addition.
Huh? I think a basic human value, social animal, that in order to receive maximum benefit to yourself, should take care about other, because we are social animal. That is the principle of democracy. So then, different name, that's something different. Next.
According to your vision, what does it really mean to be an educator or teacher?
I don't know. As I mentioned earlier, teachers' training, important. Teacher should have, the holistic view, this knowledge. Then teach student. I think naturally, I think teacher who usually, showing real care of student, sense of sort of responsibility, and showing love. Then children, always happy to participate classroom. If the teacher may be great scholar, but without a smile, always angry face, then the student don't care, isn't it? My own case, when I study the difficult subject, my tutor keep one whip, so that the time of that lesson comes, whole sky become dark. Then gradually, I also, then better knowledge. So my teacher always shows smile. So then I feel much happier.
There's one thing which bothers me for more than 50 years. That is the question of violence. Violence.
Violence, yes.
Violence against nature, against other human beings, war, you mentioned it, and also against ourselves. And you know Johann Galtung and some other people. We founded 50 years ago a commission of peace education in the International Peace Research Association. And so the issue of peace is one which is important in my life. And I'm just wondering how you go about violence. There was one way of dealing with violence that relates to the, as UNESCO said, to the spirit and to the mind of people. But violence is also in institutions, in the international system. And I'm just wondering how would you go about
Basic
dealing
human
with violence?
nature, as scientists say, are more compassionate. And then our daily experience, anger comes, or jealousy comes, destroy our peace of mind. Not only create problem for other, but they themselves, suffer a lot. So knowing these things, then you get conviction. Non-violence, ahimsa, non-violence is the proper way to deal problem. So, as a human society, different interests or different views always there. But then, basically, all human brothers, sisters, whether we like it or not, we have to live on this planet. And then also now, global warming become quite serious. So recent month, I have some sort of meeting, including some Chinese ecologist. One Chinese ecologist. Now he mentioned, within next 7-8 decades, world may face end. So now global warming is very serious. In Mongolia, now the other day I heard, the snowfall much less, so many animals dying. Now in India also is facing problem. America also now, the weather condition unpredictable. All these, you see, due to global warming. So when I heard, you see, the Chinese ecologist, now within next few decades, the possibility of world become desert. So then I thought, I already 84, I have no worry. But those younger one and your children, I think have to think seriously, global warming. So whole world. Now, Afghanistan, previously, we can see there are many lakes, now desert. So Tibet also now, decade by decade, the water resources less and less. And in Siberia, what was the climate condition? Global warming in Siberia, it becomes serious or not?
Also they feel.
Yes, also they feel the difference in Siberia now. Also.
So the global warming is very, very serious. A number of sort of people now thinking to reduce use because of the coal and solar energy and wind energy. That's very good. Some industrialized nation, you see, use coal and these things, and then affect whole world because of the experience. So that additional problem. If they, now I'm Buddhist. According Indian few tradition, Jainism, Buddhism, and one part of Sankhyaism, no creator. The rest of the religion have the concept of creator. So now we have to complain to creator. Why? Global warming. I think it's God also is to have some, I think, plan. So world created, then certain limitation of life of that world. So in any way, because of the global warming, very serious. Then you see, taking care about, you see, global warming, I think each individual should have that concept. Since many years, you see, I never sort of take kasa, the ka, or the thungbe, tap, bath tap. I never use, just a shower. Suppose you see protection of water, but shower 2 times. One in morning, one in evening. I never sort of use the and then when I passing through in previously through railway, some station water just you see go like that. I feel very uncomfortable. Now India, the water shortage, some area really, some area too much water. So this global warming is beyond our control. So quite serious, quite serious. So sometimes I think our lifestyle, I think necessary to change, to modify according to the reality. In Africa, a lot of people. Some area too dry, some area too much water. Very sad.
Your Holiness, I agree completely with what you've said about climate and also about the education of emotion. I have to just get in one kind word for traditional education, public education in the United States. I think the one thing that was a very strong focus of our system from the beginning of it was we had huge flows of immigrants. We had huge flows, many immigrants from many parts of the world, and a focus of our public education system was to try to bring them together as young children. So they would, as you say, they would play together, they would get to know each other when they were very young, and grow into believing in themselves as one people. So I'm wondering if you think there's a role also for educating, doing what we can to try to bring different kinds of children together, to educate them together in our institutions.
Now refugee in big number is also a problem. In Europe, number of sort of because of Islam seeker from Africa, from Northern Africa, and Middle East. So reject completely this immoral. Should take them, provide facility, and in meantime, not just for temporary, they give them facility for their children education and health, and then the younger generation give them some sort of training. Eventually, they should return their own original country and rebuild their own country. So, if possible, when they return their own land with certain equipment to rebuild their country. Otherwise, you see, whole, the people, difficult area, all you see went to other country, that also not practical, not realistic. I feel that. So America, many years ago, one occasion in America, one meeting, in Europe, in Germany, one Red Indian spiritual leader sent a message, and that message mentioned all white people should expel from American continent. American continent belongs to Red Indian. That also, you see, extreme. If the white people from America expel, then I think that huge land, I think the native people cannot manage, I think, well. So now here, in this case also, you see, I'm sort of trying to promote through education. 7 billion human beings are same human being. Mentally, emotionally, physically, we are same. So we need oneness of 7 billion human beings. So with that sort of feeling, with that belief, wherever I go, I always feel same human brothers, sisters, no differences. So if I too much emphasis, I'm Tibetan, I'm Buddhist, or I'm something different, then when I visit different places, then actually in my emotional level, I become very isolated, lonely person. But when I feel we are same human being, same human brothers, sisters, with that feeling, wherever I go, no barrier. So we really need a sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. So, in any way, we are a social animal. Our individual's future depends on the community. Now in modern time, now today, 21st century, I think whole world, 7 billion human beings, actually one community. Human beings, one community. So I feel the sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings and take care other. Take care other is best way to fulfill your own happiness. Here you see Buddhist concept, usually we say all sentient being, a mother sentient being. In reality, the limitless galaxies, different sort of sentient being there, this also mother sentient being, but no connection. Only this world, this planet. Within this planet, limitless insects, different lives, we can't do anything. Only 7 billion human beings, different language, but we can communicate because same human brain, same human heart. So, I dedicated my life as one of the 7 billion human beings, try to create compassionate 7 billion human beings through education, not necessarily to rely God, but through our own education, use our own brain.
You told us that the child before education, before education, happy, play with others, compassion, caring. Adults, after education, not compassion, not happy. So the conclusion is that it's not that teachers should teach children, but teachers should learn from children. Children should teach
As
teachers.
we already discussed, existing education system is not adequate to bring happy individual. So education should include education, as I mentioned earlier, right from the beginning, hygiene of emotion. And then in education should include education about this, the inner world within this brain. There are so many minds, so many emotions. These should learn. In many occasions, about 40 years, I have serious discussion with scientists, mainly cosmology and new biology, and then physics, particularly quantum physics, and then psychology. Marve, Shivati. So, very useful to learn each other. So therefore, the the scientists, when psychology, when we discuss, then they very much appreciate to learn more about mental system according ancient Indian sort of tradition. We are students of ancient Indian knowledge. I usually say teaching Indian. The traditionally Indian, our teacher, we are student. But now today, doubt. Ancient Indian student, I think a better knowledge than ancient our teacher Indian. That also the Britisher. You, I think, completely neglected about India's traditional sort of value and knowledge about mind. In Tibet, 20, 30 years study these ancient Indian knowledge, as I briefly mentioned before. So, I am one individual human being who whole my life, the difficult life. Age 16, I lost my freedom. Age 24, I lost my own country. There are a lot of problems. But during these difficult period, the ancient Indian thought, immense help to keep peace of mind. So is we, through my own experience nowadays, ancient Indian knowledge is how to tackle our emotion. It's immense helpful. So the democracy said. So ultimately, our motivation and combine sincere, warm-heartedness, but dull here is not much useful. So brilliant brain and warm-heartedness combined, then very good. Then become very useful. Very good. Yes.
Holiness, actually, if somebody is a real educator, such teacher who wanted to become a teacher, those educators, those teachers, they try their best. Many of them, they try their best to bring children or students in morality, to teach them life as human beings should live. They try their best, but they cannot find a room for such their attempts. They are completely suppressed in this system of education which we have nowadays. I mean that many of them, they try to do also their own lessons of moral education. They do. And there is a lot of different directions of moral education, value education, and bringing traditions in different countries, and moral education as such, so on. But there is no room for that, because because the main demand for them is to give such results which could be counted by this system. And in these frames of this system, this policy became now the global one, not only in US, not only in Europe, but also in India, in Russia.
True.
Everywhere, educators suffer by themselves. First, they want to do their best. They cannot do their best as educators. Do you believe that our initiative can be successful, and we can really come to our result of this World Forum of educators from globally, and we can really influence educational policy of education? Do you believe in that?
Some university in Delhi, I think annually can arrange this kind of meeting. And expenses Dalai Lama's trust, you see, can make some.
I'll hold you to that.
Hmm?
I'll hold you to that.
Oh. So, and then also I mentioned we are now already sort of planning some teachers training at Dharamsala College. We provided facility, rooms on these things. We have something. Previously, some Tibetan from Tibet. Now they're much less. So some extra sort of rooms there. So it is very much sort of today happy to offer. So teachers training. 그도 소소래. 가.
At this moment, we planned a 6-month certificate course in the government college, which was just day before passed by the Himachal University. And it is 6 months course, which includes a preliminary introduction of all the ancient Indian wisdom. And that is experiment basis the government college in Dharamshala is going to. And then we also giving 3 days or 2 days teachers training for the secular ethics in about 40 different schools in India, and the 5-day trained teachers were about 2,000 teachers are covered, and it is an ongoing project. And after some time, then His Holiness has visioned a kind of full-time teachers training might be conducted in Dharamshala, because we have some empty spaces for conducting such courses, and that is just under planning. And once the experiment basis we are giving training to the secular ethics, they may need some more regular training who can become the trainers for the other teachers. So these are the ongoing projects. And at the same time, His Holiness also visioned to introduce the ancient Indian wisdom to the regular school curriculum, for which we have set up an expert committee, about 7 scholars of the various traditions, and we already make a curriculum from KG to class 8, and then class 9, 10, 11 we are still under process. And after completion of this preparation of the courses, and we are going to experiment into the various school level. And if the first experiments become successful, then we may approach to the education ministry or the boards, so it become a regular course for all the school
So
subjects.
I think should fix some sort of time kasa.
Time period.
Timetable. Time frame. Then from foreign countries also, you see, can join some teachers training here. And also, you see, in Delhi, some universities, you see, some sort of period when they're around Christmas period or something. You see, you can make some program and then invite from different countries. Of course, limited number. I think, as I mentioned earlier, firstly, India itself now should revive these things. So, some, I think, in Delhi University.
I just wanted to have a brief argument with you, may I? Because you are repeatedly emphasizing Indian tradition.
Yes.
And also, although you emphasize secular and you want to go beyond religion.
Yes.
But at the same time, you keep all of everything you say, including yourself, Your Holiness, emanate from religious traditions. So I see the reason why you say it, that you want to go beyond religion so that it's more acceptable to everybody, what you want to do in education and so on. But at the same time, considering modern society, all the violence that has been talked about, or modern media, the technology, how can we build a school culture that is actually deeply religious, that is where the sacred is present? Because I think self-inquiry, self-awareness, understanding oneself, meditative practices, silence, along with modern education is equally important. So if you keep emphasizing the absence of religion, not in a ritualistic sense, I don't mean ritual and chanting and all that, or Islam or Buddhism or Christianity or Hinduism, but the spirituality, is it not also essential in education? Why do you keep denying that? Why do you keep talking about, I know you do it for practical reason, but at the heart of it is a religious mind. Are you not talking about a religious mind, a deeply religious, not in a particularistic sense, but in a bigger sense, in a deeper sense?
And firstly, I think warm-heartedness, compassionate dogs, no religion, no faith, but they very much appreciate this compassionate attitude. When you show dogs, not only just sort of a few pieces of bread or something, but meanwhile showing loving kindness, then dog very much appreciate. Without that, just give some bread, they take the bread, no response. If you show them affection. So, social animal, whether we call religion or not, these deeper, or say the emotion which bring together, that's there. So we emphasize on that level. Then, like I think these Nalanda masters, they are Buddhist, but they learn a lot of things from non-Buddhist tradition. So religion, faith, individual business, these are our common sort of value. So we can do that. And within Buddhist, the Chitta Mantra and the Madhyamaka, among those scholars of different school of thought, a lot of argument. Meantime, learning each other. So, okay, no problem. I think we can make distinction, religious faith, and then certain sort of concept come from religious thing. But you should take, as I mentioned earlier, Kasa, academic subject. Okay, no problem. This very room, I have, as I mentioned earlier, several meetings with scientists, and they learn many things from Buddhist psychology, but they remain as a scientist, no problem. And also, I myself describe half Buddhist monk, half scientist, but still my sort of belief is religion, Buddha Dharma, no problem. And then, as I learned from sort of Kasota, a scientist, there is no Mount Meru. The 1,000 years Buddhist text mentioned Mount Meru, and the sun and the moon go like that. So and the size of sun and moon, more or less, is the same size. So then sometimes I jokingly express the text, who wrote that text, Bosuband. So when he wrote that text, his age quite old, so his eyesight not very good. Then cloudy day, he tried to look the size of sun. He found more or less same size. So these are nonsense.
Excuse me, Your Holiness. I don't want to interrupt because this is a fantastic conversation we're having, but I'm just noticing the time.
Yes.
I'm just wondering we might be able to continue the conversations maybe during lunch.
Yes.
If that's okay for
Okay.
you, because we're pushing the time just now.
Yes, and may I say last word of thanking Your Holiness for great contribution, so valuable contribution for our conference, because we have a lot of ideas to discuss during our next session on education, and certainly from our side as philosophers of education and educators, we'll take our own responsibility to take care of the system of education, policy of education in the world, to create this room for moral education in this modern education. That is our real responsibility, and that's why we will be working for this World Forum after 1 year, so we'll initiate it, and then we hope after 1 year we'll be able to invite Your Holiness to attend this World Forum, which will be not just 15 participants, but some hundreds of participants from all countries.
Very good. You, this lady, I know since many years, Russian. So geographically, Russia is the bridge between West and East, isn't it? Now she also now acting that way. So one day, this kind of meeting, I think the Moscow University,
Moscow State University.
Moscow State University, you see, showing special interest, and including, we call Tukdam, person who passed, after death, physical remain very fresh. So some equipment already see, kept in Bangalore. So Russian really, you see, showing a special interest. So then these people from different countries now really showing genuine interest. So this is interest for humanity. How to build better world, happier world, peaceful world. That's our goal. And this brilliant human brain should not use how to make weapons to kill other. No. This wonderful brain should utilize how to bring peaceful world, happy world. So now, in order to happy individual, stomach fulfill, important, food, very important. Now come.
Thank you, Your Holiness, dear delegates. Thank you very much for a very meaningful dialogue.